I'm gonna have to basically put something there for the time being. I think we got a storm coming through. Hey people, so I'm glad I can basically got good friends at the end of the day, because well, I tell you, the haters, man, they be just relentless with the angriness. But anyway, first things first, my name is Kenneth Bird. This is my daily walk and talk. Get out, get some exercise in. I was coming up here to sit down the first time because overwhelmed by what's going on with making this. The paint is the problem. We got the paint. The upgrades is not the problem. It's just a lot of freaking tests that have to be done. And keep in mind, you know, I got people out there, the nayers, who think it's about them. No, I gotta be out here with people. So I'm not worried about it not working. We good on that. It's just a lot of tests. A lot of tests for this one. It's 2 parts to this thing. It ain't like I gotta do a roll-on and I'm done. I gotta roll on in-ear projection technology combined in one. So yep, a lot of testing. Oh shoot, they got the workout on the trip. What can I get? I want one of them. But anyway, so I'm gonna get a walk in, get my exercise in. Didn't get much because I just came and did a little walk. That was basically about it. So I want to go in a different direction. I am going to go up this hill, come around. I think I'm gonna start doing all mine this way. Start off with the hill first, then come and bring it around. That's what I'm gonna do. And I got the battery pack this time. This time we bought the battery pack so we can charge the battery and do the walk at the same time. Because last time I killed it, definitely was going. Whoops, there you go, got your back. All right, so we're gonna start doing all our walks this way first, going up the hill, and then coming back around. This winter should be even interesting because we're gonna bring in the heavy packs this winter. And if I gotta be in the snow, I gotta have weight. Yeah, just got that weight. I still wanna do it in a rainstorm. That would be fun. Rainstorm, snowstorm. We're not doing hailstorm. Definitely not doing that. But everything else, yeah. All right, so let's get back to basics. So I started to walk and talk because it's a way for me to get out, get some exercise in. And yeah, I get on here and sometimes I rant. Sometimes I express myself. That's what I do. That's what I do. So, warning ahead that if topics change, somebody could get blasted. It's pretty bad. But anyway, we'll try to keep it positive. That's what we're trying to do. So, doing the hill, I want to start making this a part of when I first start off, my first run. Bring it around this way, bring it down this way. Whew. Man. So, mind you, every time I gotta walk out the door, I gotta lift. Gotta do the chin-ups, the push-ups, all that again. So today would be somewhere around, for my workout, 4. And mind you, we're on this fast diet. The lemon water. Now I'm kind of pushing it. But I'm curious to see what I got. Am I tired? Yeah. You can hear my breathing. Very tired. Am I weak? Hello. But all the better. This is when it's at its best. So, last couple days, I've been drinking nothing but lemon water. And man, I would say the hard part is at night. Because we like to snack at night. I like to snack at night. So that's the hard part. You know, you just got to satisfy your hunger with a big glass of lemon water. Now why am I doing this? Because I wanted to tighten up my waist a little more. I don't have a stomach or anything, but I still want to tighten it up a little more. And eating, even though I eat the junk food, I had to cut all that out for a little bit. Stick to the lemon water, Then after that, once I come out of this, I'm going to switch over to eating a lot of watermelon, and that'll fill me up, but it won't bring the weight back. And then from there, I want to start on a great fast. I want to start cleansing my system. That's one of the things I did when I came out from the medicine, was I put on that cleansing to get rid of all the toxins and everything in my system. The summertime, the heat is the best time, because you're sweating all that poison out of your body. I tell you, the last 4 days, that heat wave, I benefited. And I went out and I worked out in it. Some of it. I think the day I came out and I did 3 days, it was 2 days. 2 days on that lemonade water diet. And mind, no sugar, you can't have any sugar in it. You don't drink it with any sugar. But anyway, I came out in the day where the heat wave was the worst. And the virus here popped up. So, yeah. Didn't see that one coming. And then we did we were in the middle of the heat wave where we did the walk around the school. We did the walk around the school, and I didn't realize we had a heat wave. And later on, I got the message on it, don't go outside. Air quality is bad, which actually is surprising. Air quality was not bad. It was actually really freaking good. I mean, really freaking good. And then since, a lot of towns wrapped around trees, it's constant breeze all the time, so it wasn't really that bad. We got family over in Texas that will laugh at all this. We got 97. Lucky you, that's autumn weather. Because in Arizona, all up in them areas, you guys got that real heat out there. But anyway, trying to keep things on a positive, but that's the kind of person that I am. At the end of the day, I do express myself. That's what I do. I express myself. I let it be known. But come on, you can't use those kind of tactics at the end of the day. I know the document. I got lawyers. I sent that document to him with my attorney. So, yeah. You want to keep talking about I couldn't afford an attorney? I said, oh, you want to play that game? All right. I had a document shipped right over to him. And he lied and gave his brother's address. I think his brother or one of his family members. It ain't his. We know where he's at now. So that's why we had the process server go out to his address. We've been to Jamie's house several times with documents with attorneys. Several times. Now we got more to go out. They don't learn. But anyway, who cares? That's over there. This is over here. Now we got the walk to do. Because I got to still get that workout in regardless. When I was in the heat, they were watching me. The guy was like, you ain't hot? I said, no, not really. It's pretty much in your head. Not hot. It's in your head. Unless you physically feel yourself burning like you're going to torch with a match, then that would be hot. Other than that, you're uncomfortable. That's what that comes down to. Man, if you grew up in an era where my grandfather had a 1971, no, it wasn't 71. It was older than that. But anyway, it was an old Cadillac he used to have. And his Cadillac would sit out in the sun. You remember those years of the roll down windows? You can't put the air conditioner on before you get to your car. So this car would sit out in the heat, and those vinyl seats would get nice and hot. And he'd say, okay, come on kids, we're gonna go out and go do something. Gather into the car. And you run into the car, open up that door for that blast of heat, hit you in the face, and everything in there smelled like vinyl. Everything. And you go to sit your legs down on that seat, and you just jump up. Try to stick your hands under your legs, you still burn your hands. And they're playing hot potatoes on vinyl seats. I remember that. And then he would roll down the windows, because, you weren't getting out of the car. Once he told you to get in the car, you got in the car. Get your butt kicked, you get in the car, play some hot potato, and then he'll roll down the windows and ride a little faster just to cool things down. Yep. I miss those days. Now the day you walk up to your car, hit a button, that sucker got air conditioning before you get in there. Try to explain that to the younger race and my family. They're like, I don't get it. What are you trying to say? They couldn't understand it. So with that, they could understand the hot potato theory. So heading to descend on the hill again. This is not the hard part. Interesting, when I first came down here, this wasn't a struggle. Now it's not the hard part. It's the turn that's the hard part. But it's not worse than that freaking turn on Martin Luther Avenue. Gee whiz. Seriously? It's like you're going up a spiral staircase. Makes my walk and talk. Thank you. Gotta let me go past. I don't want to set my stride here. Not on this. So I'm pretty sure I built up a little reputation over there, because when the women I was walking with said, yeah, we see you out here walking around, and just asked me my story, told them what it was, you know, got into this because better way to help my lungs. Whew. This turn. Oh, sorry about that, people. Got a battery pack in my hand. Yeah. So, it's a little hard to do this when you're hungry and you're depleted of energy and you're talking at the same time, traveling up a hill while holding a cell phone with a battery pack. So the reason why I'm not complaining, because soon I gotta do this with a heavy pack. 25, 50, 75, 100, and maybe hopefully I'll be able to get like 150, maybe 200. Hold on. Something blew up my nose. But yeah. Reach my 56th birthday. I keep this up every day. Keep up my lifting. I got this new treadmill I'm getting, automatically declines when I'm going up a hill. So, because I want to get my run in. Sometimes when I come and go inside, I still want to run. I still want to, when I run, I still want to walk. I'm going to get it down to running. I still want to exercise. Pretty much that's all I did when I took the apartment, to tell you the truth. But I worked out a lot at the apartment. That's where I got my chin-up bar from. I was telling the woman, she's like, well, what do you do there? Work out. Work out. Work out. Because they had no peace of mind in there. You know what I mean? You really couldn't watch some TV in there. I had to play extra loud. I had to play music through the entire apartment, so I really couldn't listen to no TV unless I was wearing headsets. So that sucked, you know? So, all I did was work out. It's like being locked up. Work out, get up, work out some more, get up and work out some more. So when I'm done all this, go work out again. But I said do it when I'm super tired. Oh, here we are. Going in this area right here. Just doing a walk around today. Something light. That's why we didn't get the counters out, because this is really nothing at all. This is about 3,000 steps, maybe. About 3,000 steps. Nothing real serious. I want to do, next time we do the steps, I want to try to loop like I did the last time. Go up that freaking godforsaken, that Martin Luther Drive, man. You gotta spin the wheel on that one, because you can take the steps. I don't know why the steps are freaking steep. So it's more of a harder workout if you're walking regular steps. They just all the way up. That's where they are, because they match the hill. So that's what that feels like. And then when you get to the top, I'm trying to calibrate as much as I possibly can, but then I still got 2 other hills waiting for me. So I still have to go through that. So yeah. And that hill, the stairs didn't take it out of you, the hill definitely will. Definitely will take it out of you. So definitely want to do that again. We're definitely going to do that again in the snow. And I definitely want to do one in the rain. Maybe a thunderstorm would be nice. Oh, that'd be hot, wouldn't it? Thunderstorm? All right. If we do this in a thunderstorm, we got to wear something crazy. Because I like a challenge. I get adrenaline rush off that kind of stuff. So we got to carry something metal. Look, for those of you who think it's psychotic, yeah, I played paintball. Like I'll tell you the name of the game, it's a jacked up name to it, with a metal plate attached to my head coming out of a helmet. It's funny because as you run around the woods, laughing and carrying on, part of it's fear, the other part of it's excitement, the other part of it's fear. But it's funny. And yeah, you do have to sign a waiver. You get fried out there, it ain't their fault. So a lot of people do it. I don't want to mention it because it's a very bad name. But yeah, it's jacked up. But it's hilarious. And the adrenaline from it, that you're running through the woods and you're trying to keep anybody from hitting you, and you keep forgetting that you've got this antenna that's stuck to your head, coming out of it, kind of a helmet. You literally forget it from time to time. You get caught up in the whole situation of it all. And then it pops in every once in a while, like, oh my God, got an antenna sticking out of my head. This could be my last life. Croosh in the background going on. And you know where lightning likes to strike at? In the woods. You can't even camp. That's virtually impossible. It's better if you just keep moving. Because I like to camp. I'm a camper at the end of the day. That's why I wear the ghillies. Can't camp with that thing sticking out of your head. But anyway, well, I can't say head, helmet. That'd be the proper way of saying it. Helmet. I only get it twice. Then the common sense kicks in and goes, don't do it again, because you ain't gonna make it back. Like, what's it? I used to do aggressive skating. And we're doing rails, and go to New Jersey, you do the vert that they have in New Jersey. One slide, because you get special needs. I can see it. Anyway, so you go into the vert, get the bowl, come up. And my problem was I couldn't figure out a way how to cuff the outer rail, and I kept tripping and coming back down into the bowl head first. Well, that was not fun at all. So after a while, the guy was showing me how to tuck my legs when I go in so I would stick to the bowl a little better. This guy, white kid, was teaching me how to do it. So I learned it, and I did all the grinding and all that crap, going down the art museum stairs, but except for I didn't do it backwards, I did it frontwards, because for some reason doing it backwards freaked me out. If I'm going to fall, at least I'm going to see where I'm going. But anyway, we get up to New York City, and they got this freaking parking lot up on the 3rd floor. Had a nice rail that was sticking out from the cement wall. It was perfect to lock it. But if you didn't make the jump and you went over, you dropped 3 stories to the next parking lot, and you wasn't surviving that. Figure since we're up there, let's go do it. Let's not be a bunch of punks about it. So Little voice I never heard before popped up in my head and said, you do this and you're not coming back. You know, I said that with skaters and anybody that doesn't aggressive sport, but that's the little voice that you can hear when you're doing all the crazy stuff. You know, because you're immortal. That's how you feel. That voice doesn't exist in your head, but it'll come. When it does, you better listen to it, because you can get hurt pretty bad. So usually when I would jump up on something, I would just do it. Wouldn't have any hesitations, no second thoughts, nothing. This time I did. I stopped the first time. What the freak is that? I can't be afraid of this. So I backed up and I went to go jump, and my foot didn't lock correctly, and I almost went over the side. I fell backwards and I hit the first 6 steps on my side, the back of my neck, and my helmet slammed. But if it wasn't going that way, I was definitely going the other way, because I saw the cars on the other end. And I said, nope, I quit, I'm done. That's it, that was way too close. But still I had that aggressive side of me that wanted to skate. I gave up aggressive skating, so I'm out there trying to figure out what to do next. Like, you know, it's the rollerblade thing. I still want to keep up with that with everybody else. So I saw some people playing hockey, and I was like, oh, this is fantastic. I like the skates, how wide they are, got the nice white laces in them, and then you get to fight on top of that. Fight either way, but still you get to fight in this one. I mean, never did hockey before. Like, hanging around with some of friends of mine who did play hockey, they taught me. So I took what I knew into aggressive skating, put it into hockey, same thing. So, had a lot of fun doing it. One day, I'll show you my hockey blades. And yep, get to carry a stick too on top of that. Oh, it's a win-win situation. And if you're not a fight with a hockey stick, you know what I'm talking about. Because people think at the end of the day, it's just jabbing somebody with it. Nope. You know how to basically use that hook on the end? Boy, there's so many different combinations. You can use that thing to take somebody down with. When I get to fight some people, and that little piece where your stopper is at on the back of your skates, I'll just come behind you and just hook you right there and bring it right up. Have you come right up off your feet. The higher I get you, the harder the impact when you come down. Yep. Hook somebody around the side of the neck, swing them in front of you, step on them when you're walking over top of them. Yeah, do all kinds of stuff with those skates. Get you in the private, hook you at the same time, push your stick behind you, take the butt of it, catch somebody in the bread basket with it. All kinds of ways they fight them sticks. Then they get in that little battle where they got stick to stick, trying to hook each other. Watch that a couple times too. But they don't allow that. When I started skating, they wasn't allowing it. Basically, you had to take off, put the stick down and fight man to man. So don't let them get the jersey over top of you. They're gonna beat the snot out of you. But yeah, it was fun. It was fun. I loved it. I freaking loved it. So we're about to get a real serious storm out here. Huh. I think we shall tent it. We shall tent it. I'm curious in Fallout, what type of person would you be? Would you go out of the vault? Or would you stay inside? Some people just didn't want to leave. I saw some people didn't want to leave. I would be curious to go. I think the only thing that would freak me out, not that lake monster, the roaches. Them suckers were huge. And they didn't do enough on the roaches. They didn't. They really didn't do enough. They showed a little bit here and there, but they really didn't do enough on those roaches. I'm going to see more of them. The fact that you can't have a burning fire at night, which is kind of freaky because fire basically draws them. So, what are you supposed to sleep in the dark? And those things are running around? Currency versus saving on some bottle caps. That's pretty cool. I like that. Oh, it's getting windy. I think the storm is coming. Over the river and through the woods to grandmama's house we go. Do 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 do. Favorite fairy, Hansel and Gretel. You know why? Scary witch and a ton of sugar. I swear. If I met that witch in the woods, her basically she would have lost her house. Yes, sirree. Are you gonna pretty sweet? She had no magic powers. You notice that, right? She didn't fly with a broom. From the one I read, she didn't. She had no magic powers. All she had was that oven. So once she got you in that oven, she could turn you into a cookie. That's all she had. Storm is coming through. We're going to take another pass. We're going to take the last pass. But anyway, all she had was the oven. When you think about it, no magic wand, no flying broom, an oven. That's it. She turned kids into cookies. And she didn't even eat any of it. She didn't. No, she didn't. So, pretty much that's it. Shoot, I'd have threw her, but I did throw her in the oven. But it would have never got that far. You want to tell me to come into your house at the end of the day? And I'm looking at all these sweets like, yeah, you got a problem. I'm going to terminate that place. What was it? I forget it was the Simpsons who did the one about the Hansel and Gretel. And freaking Homer took a bite out of the candy cane and said, what are you doing? There's a low-bearing beams. No one else came down with it. Yeah, I ate her at the house. Should have said something like, look, with the other witches, there is an evil thing in the woods. I don't know what it is. Popped up on my doorstep and completely demolished my house. I don't have no insurance, and it is all gone. Attacking other witches and eating their houses. Man. But creepy that she turned the kids into gingerbread boys and girls, but when she died, they changed back into kids. So we have to take a bite out of one of them. Creepy. You could tell back then. They had some jacked up fairy tales. Real jacked up ones. Come on. So, yeah. Gotta return. Return. Alright, let's get the bird. Woo. They're falling. Falling, people. I got someone to go sledding. Finally. So, I'm going to be hitting some hills. Not only here, pop back over here. Got a few friends over here. I plan to visit. I know I said on camera that I wasn't going to come backwards. But I do try to change some ways about myself. And that's one of the ones I'm trying to change. I'm a bridge burner. So once I leave a certain area, I don't come back. I'm trying to change that part about me. So I did meet some cool people over here, and I do consider them to be family. And finally, one of them agreed to go sledding with me. Because man, I'll tell you one thing. Not to be about this, but I don't find too many of my race in the snow. I don't. How do you think I learned all that stuff? Freaking like K2 snowboarding, hockey, skateboarding, hunting. Or did I learn that from my father? Well, you know. Yeah. Remember what Cat Williams said? That you gotta get yourself some white friends? I'll tell you something. I love my people at the end of the day. But man, some of the craziest stuff I've done on the face of the planet is hanging around with the Caucasians. Yep. Had some crazy stuff. That's how I was with this kid one time, named Flavio. And we used to take out mailboxes, which I know now today, you don't do that because you don't do that. But anyway, you're a kid, you do dumb stuff. But anyway, so this one guy had this mailbox with cast iron. You weren't taking that thing off. But Monty, I don't know how, but he did. You had a big pipe. Yeah, he did. So, long story short, could have got killed. Definitely could have got killed. Yeah, but still, interesting guy. But anyway, yeah. So every winter, I'd be around my people like, yo, let's go to the Poconos. Let's do this. I was like, yo, we go to Poconos. They got banjis out there. They're thinking like you're just gonna be out there skiing all the time. There's more stuff to do out there. They got the banjis out there. Some of y'all have been on a horse or something. I want to. You got all kinds of stuff out there besides just going out there and being in the snow. But most of them just want to spend time inside. That's not me. I'm going to be out in the snow doing all kinds of stuff. So it's hard to get people to go out and do what I want to do. And one of the things I like to do is I like to do the whole K2. And I like to do the, I don't ski. No, we don't do that. No, that terrifies me. But anyway, it's cool. I love watching it, but I can't do it. But anyway, I don't do horses, but I'll do the banjis. The snowmobiles, definitely I would do this when I go to Poconos. But that's as far as to go. Oh yeah, I forgot. The rafts. They get these tubes. Everybody gets into them. They sled down the side of a hill with it. So I convinced a bunch of people this year that we're doing it. And 3 of them are African American. Yep. Yep. One's Cuban. One of them is Dominican. And yeah, I got one of my Caucasian brothers going. He's the first one like, yeah, let's do this. Let's do this. I've been dying to get someone. And he's the one that we gotta wear costumes. I'm like, oh shoot. See, you think I'm like, gotta do costumes. I'm going down as, I'm decided yet. I want to do Godzilla, but it ain't gonna look right. So I'm thinking about doing maybe, I don't know. I want to do a polar bear, honestly. I would love to do a polar bear. Polar bear or Frosty the Snowman. Or, I don't want to do Santa Claus. Not for me. But I'm definitely going to do polar bear. Yeah, but one of my friends, he's crazy another way. He's definitely going. Oh man, sun's coming out. Guess what? We're going to do another one. We're good. Let's get another one in. I thought it was going to rain. So it's not going to rain. Might as well, right? Might as well. But anyway, yeah. So with that, yeah. We're all going to get in a sled, and I got a friend, she's going. Man, I cannot wait. She said, just let me know. Hit me up, just let me know. And I'm there. Because at first she was like, I don't do snow. I was like, come on, you got to do this with me. Come on, it's going to be fun, come on. She was like, okay, I'll do this for you. So it's going to be awesome, can't wait. So we're all going to go out there. We'll spend a couple of days out there, get a cabin out there, and just go out there and chill and go play in the snow. I told them to be fair, if they want to go out and do other stuff, as long as they do the raft with me, they can go do whatever they want to do after that. But I think once they do that, they might try some other stuff out there. You never know. I like to take people out in places where they haven't done anything like that, and maybe it might start something with them. You never know. Just like my friends. I never would have thought I'd have did something like that, but hang around with them. Now I basically like doing it myself. Oh man, dust in the eyes, man. Dust in the freaking eyes. Jeez. Oh, hey, what's up? Got used to bumping into people all the time down here. What's up? How you doing? Oh, by the way, now you see that road over there? When I first came down here, I didn't think I went to any place. It goes to the dreaded subway. So, yeah, people, my people, why didn't you tell me about this dreaded subway? I call it Satan's subway because that's pretty much the best way to sum it up. A lot of you know, I'm not saying all subways, just that particular one is the devil's subway. So, as I'm down here, I'm like, where can I get a good sandwich at? Mind you, I haven't even walked up on this end where there's food up on this side. There's several restaurants on this side. There's even an African restaurant, which I'm going to check out one day, and there's a Mexican one. I'm going to check both of those out. So they don't tell me about those over there. They just tell me about 4th Street, which I think is 4th Street? I think it is going around that corner. So, going around that corner, I bump into a subway. I walk in, and I think I'm going to get myself a basic hoagie. Now, this is the problem. How do you mess up a basic hoagie? So, a basic hoagie is basically just, for me, it's mayo, oil, ham, cheese, lettuce, tomatoes, and onions. Can't mess that up, right? They messed it up. They're beyond mess up. Like how? How in the world is that even possible? And the mayo was light, but it was disgusting. It had no taste to it. At one point, I thought I caught COVID. I'll lie to you not. I thought I got sick and caught something. I couldn't taste anything. And, oh yeah, but I taste the bread. The bread was like somebody soaked it. I told you before, mop water. It was nasty. So, it was the most worst sandwich I ever had in my life. I didn't even finish the whole thing. I threw the other half in the trash. And this is a bad sign. The cat wouldn't even touch it. So, I'm thinking, all right, maybe it's me. Maybe I'm sick. Maybe I have a cold. Maybe that's what it is. All right. So, after I get over the nausea, I feel like I'm going to throw up. I gave it like a week or so. I'll take the journey over there again. I'll get another one. This time I threw up. Literally. I say probably around 10 minutes after eating it, you gotta throw up. Can't even finish the sandwich at all. So I go back, don't go back anymore. And then about midsummer, it's happened in the winter. I'm talking to my family in the car. Oh, it's broken my mind. Really? Seriously? Oh, got it out. So, talking to my family in the car on the way to go visit my mom. And I said, yeah. So, I had a bad experience with a sandwich. I went to Subway right around the corner from my spot. Everybody in the car looked at me as if I announced that I was cannibalism. That's how they looked at me. Like, you want where? Someone to the Subway around the corner from my spot. She said, no, they don't ever go there. Don't ever go there ever again. That food, we got locked because we got shut down at one point. Some health inspectors, and they had a lot of problems in that place. So, could have told me this before I came to Allentown. And I sat there and said, hey, where's the place that I can go eat at? And no one says anything about Satan's Subway around the corner. After I ate there twice, I almost got sick. Thought I was going to end up in the hospital, really. Never drank so much water in my life. Try to flush that stuff out. Messed my whole day up. Messed me up. But anyway, you know, we laughed about it in the car. So, and it's funny because now, the people over here, my workshop neighbors were like, you want where? I said, it's somewhere around the corner. Ew. You ate it too? Like, yeah, I said, ah! But I didn't know them at the time. So we'd have told you don't go around there. I was wondering why it was so empty when I walked in there. Somebody's always packed. It was seriously empty. Man. Never ever again. I had 2 bad experiences with hoagies up here. And then the other one was the first one. I first came up here, I was over here on my sister's side. And I walked into this place and I got this hoagie. I got a migraine from it. I got a migraine from a hoagie, a headache. It was so bad that I threw out the soda, I threw out the cupcake, everything, threw it all in the trash. And I was in the house, I was talking to her, I say husband because they've been together that long. And it's like, what's wrong with you? I said, man, I went around there, man, this place, I ain't gonna name the place. And got this sandwich. He was like, oh, no. Can't go there. Can't go there. That stuff will make you sick. Can't go there. And I was like, well, y'all could have told me this. Do me a favor. Make me a map of all the places that I can't go to. And I won't go there. So, yeah. So, my sister, when I went with her to a doctor appointment, she said, look, you want to go, Hoagie, I'm going to take you to a place. And she wasn't lying. Definitely worth it. Made it right. Made it right. Made it right. I'm simple when it comes to hoagies and stuff like that. Now, when I first came down here, they took me to this cheesesteak spot. Man, I hate to say this. You know, I'm a Philly boy. But they give you a run for your money. I hate to say it. I love Philly. I've been to Gooey Louie's and Gino's, all of them. Yes, I have. Pat Steaks, all of them. And this place gives you a run for your money. It will. But some reason up here, I don't know why, they put tomato sauce in their cheesesteaks. I don't know why. So, you know, you have to tell her, because the first time they did that, I was like, what the freak? What the freak is that tomato sauce there? My sister's like, they do it up here. They put tomato sauce on it. But I had to tell the guy I wanted it, because a real cheesesteak, they're supposed to have two types of cheese on it. You're supposed to have the melted, and you're supposed to have the sliced. The onions are supposed to be sauteed. You know what I mean? It's supposed to be like you're chewing freaking straw. You know what I mean? And yeah, you got to put the cheese on. They put the grill the meat, spices, whatever you're gonna put into it. All that marinate together. Throw that slice on it. What they're gonna put on that bread? Slide that in there. Throw a little of that cheese whiz on it. That's how it's supposed to be. It's two types of cheese on it. Now, when I first came to Philadelphia, because mind you, I was born in Philly, but I've been in Philly for a long time. I came from Delaware, Newark, Delaware. And when I came up here, that's how they made cheesesteaks. All of them were like that. You could go anywhere and get an amazing cheesesteak from Philly. As a matter of fact, there used to be soft pretzels on every corner. Not say every corner, but you can find a vendor that was selling soft pretzels. Now, no. Can't find them the vending carts anymore. The real Philadelphia soft pretzels. I'm not talking about the ones that look like somebody put a bow underneath your neck. I'm talking about real freaking pretzel shape. Real big pieces of salt. The man on the stand used to have them. Best ever. Cheesesteaks now, you try to go to Philly and get a cheesesteak, it's a freaking treasure hunt trying to find a good cheesesteak. Hit and miss. Some people don't know how to make it the right way. They'll jack it up somehow. Pizza, that's another problem I got. I don't eat pizza from every place. I really don't. It's rare that I eat pizza from you. I got to think about that sauce. If that sauce is cheaper to make me throw up. So, place when I was up department, there was a little pizza place right there. I walk past it every day. Wouldn't go in there because, again, I don't trust everybody's pizza. Little Caesars is disgusting. Man, Little Caesars pizza, wait about a half an hour. The guy from Saw will pop up, Jigsaw, like, you want to play a game? Sorry, buddy, you're late. I'm already playing it. Yeah, that pizza makes me sick. Every time I eat it, I throw up. That's just me. Some people love it. That's their thing, but for me, it makes me sick. I got to go to the Italians. I'm talking about where they throwing the dough up in the air, everything made by scratch. There you go. So anytime I eat sauce, that's it. And that pizza costs a bit. But that's where I like to go. Other than that, Pizza Hut, no. Not doing no Pizza Hut. Too greasy. Pizza Hut is super greasy. You can literally take the box from Pizza Hut, rub it in your hand, get instant Jerry curl. That's how greasy it is. Extra greasy. You will accumulate 10 years of cholesterol just for eating one slice of Pizza Hut. Yep. So, I walk past this little eatery multiple times. I don't go in there and eat. So my sister's out there doing clothes. She knows all the good spots. That's why I like to hang and walk with her. Because she knows all the good spots. And she wants to say, you want a slice of pizza? And I was like, oh, sure. So, we walk into the store that I walk past every day when I lived over there by the apartments, which I wasn't that far from that place, to tell you the truth. So anyway, she gets the pizza. I always order, because I don't trust the sauce yet, I get a white pizza, ground burger, ground hamburger, and pepperonis. And I like the American cheese. I like that mozzarella. Feels like I'm gonna strangle to death on it. Man, that first bite, the pizza was freaking amazing. Freaking amazing. And I had it with the sauce too. The sauce was good. I don't know what they doing. That sauce is good. So, only place that I'll eat at. I won't go any place else at that spot. Same thing for my hoagies. Same place. Same place for my cheesesteaks. Same place. Because for me, if I have a bad reaction to the food, it's pretty bad. So, yeah. Gotta make sure the places that I can trust. Y'all still with me? All right. Woo. One thing good about this, at least I'm not doing it in the heat. All right, so I don't know how many we got. Should have put the counter out. The counter, I think we did more than the usual 3. But we got more push, so we're going back around again. This is fantastic. This part right here is great. When you get to that turn, that's the only part out of the whole thing. It pretty much gives me that little bit of shortness. That's it. Is that turn? Can you imagine if it was zigzagged and curves? Like, oh heck no. Not today. No water yet. Didn't bring any cough drops. And depleted of energy. Soon, people, we got to conquer the bridge. You know, I didn't have a problem with this bridge. I crossed it many times, but I don't know what it was that day. Like something was telling me it was not good to go crossing that bridge. But I prayed on it, and then I'm ready to go back over. Go back over the bridge, and it's beautiful. It's beautiful scenery. You can see a lot of Allentown, and they got this freaking water tower. Oh, come on, somebody got to spray paint that thing. They look like the Acme Acres. Animaniacs. That's what we need. Definitely, it was fantastic. So that'd be pretty cool. Oh, that'd be cool, I swear. Get approval from the city, paint that thing like the WB Tower, maybe put some little sculptures out there. Oh, that'd be sick. How come they don't take them water towers and do something cool with them? Like, I don't know, like faces. Like, I like to see a giant SpongeBob or, oh, Minions. Definitely got to do some Minions. That'd be sick. Things are ugly to look at. They get rusted, they get old, they get ugly. I don't know if there's any water in them. Probably not. If there is, probably something bacteria grew up in there. Probably some freaking lake monster, whatever. I don't know, something creepy. But anyway. Uh-oh. I heard that. I don't know if you just heard something snap. Look at this. You saw these snap twigs? I just literally heard something snap when I walked past it. Yeah. There we go. Snap legs right there. Walking through here reminds me of the Wizard of Oz. And they saw the trees out there, and she picked one of them apples. The tree started talking, like, how would you like it? Somebody came over to you and picked something off of you. And they started throwing apples at them. That's funny. Well, you gotta figure, you gotta keep your head on a swivel. I mean, how can you be surprised that a tree's having conversation with you? You're literally talking to a lion, a tin man, and a scarecrow. So, I think at this particular point, I think I'm gonna keep my head on a swivel. Why would I be shocked that the trees are having conversations with me? I know we said this is our last one, but we got one more, and let's go again. Oh, people can't be ready to give up yet, can you? Come on. It's like you're just walking. It's a nice walk. Beautiful day in the neighborhood. Beautiful day in the neighborhood. Won't you be mine? Won't you be mine? I have always wanted to have a neighbor just like you. That's what you do, you know, the rest of the song. Now, let's get this out of the air. Do I hate these individuals? No, I don't. Gentlemen, I have no hatred for you, know that? No. I express what I have to express. I say what I have to say. I do what I have to do. But there's no anger in there. I don't hate you. You know that? Yep. No hatred at all. Nope. You feel that you trigger me? You don't. Gentlemen, let me explain something to you. To be nice about this and not going to be rude here. No, I'm not the biggest, baddest person on the face of the planet. I'm none of that. But I'll tell you one thing. If I was triggered, and if I did take it personally, I'd be at your door. I'm just being honest with you. Yep. I've got that kind of jacked up mentality. But thank God I'm saved. I'm a Christian. Got my life together. That person, part of my life, died a long time ago, and I'm me. So I don't let that nonsense get on me like that. I defend my company, what I'm supposed to do, but I don't sneak to your tactics. I don't. You don't see me doing any stuff you do. I don't do that. Why would I do that? I don't have time to be emailing somebody with some fake increasing disorder. I'll sing a real one. Games at the end of the day. I don't play games. So, sure, you gotta be careful. It's real dangerous. Area to cross is really dangerous. As long as there's even a light there, which there should be one there. Super dangerous. But anyway, so no, I don't take. I just annoying to do stuff, yeah. With child and kids at the end of the day, that's pretty much it. But other than that, nah. Ain't nobody losing any sleep over your nonsense. Not happening. That's business. That's what it's supposed to happen in business. People they cry, they whine, it's business. Everybody can't be winners. Fortunately, you're not one of them. Never think that I lose any sleep over your stupidity. I sit there and I laugh about it because I've seen it too many times to count. It's every day. It's an everyday thing for me. If it's not you, it's somebody else. Nothing new. Now, make some technology and basically beat my product. Then you basically got to me. Other than that, no. Oh, going up the hill again. Woo! Well, just like in the wintertime. I've done this in the wintertime yet. So we're going again. Now see, like I said, this part right here, not bad at all. This is pretty easy. Hard part is a turn. A turn. That's the hard part. And you're sitting there seeing me having a conversation on my phone and talking and doing like, oh crap. You know how hard it is to walk around up and down hills and stuff, and you're having a conversation at the same time while you're doing it? Most people are doing this, are concentrating on breathing, which we are doing. But yeah, it's a little harder to do. Which makes it much easier when I'm not doing it. All right, we could cut through here, but we're not. How dare you make that suggestion? I should stop you. You can't go that way. I have to go forward. I remember playing this game. Can't quite think of the name of it, but somehow I ended up in this world of giants, giant orgs, and my armor and weapon system was okay, but it wasn't like, you know, top notch. I spent most of my time running from them because it didn't hit me, I'd have been gone. So Played around the game a little bit. Got my skill tree level up. Got my weapons and armor top notch. And I went back looking for them. Couldn't find them. Then I figured out it was in the castle, because that's how we spawned over there. But I had to go over there and rescue somebody. And that's how we got to remember. That's what we're going through the whole map. Where's the spawn point at? Remember, the guy was in the castle. Go back to the castle. And the guy lets you go back through. And I went back through. Oh yeah. I destroyed them all. All of them. I had that insane invincible armor. Incredible weapons. Went through. Took them all out. The thing about it is, those orbs dropped so much gold. It wasn't even funny. Well, there was a couple places I found interesting games. Borderlands 3. The giant ogre. I'm gonna see if I can figure I can find that on YouTube. So somewhere, on one of those windy roads, I found an ogre walking around dragging this amazing weapon. I got killed so many times it wasn't even funny. That particular point, every strategy you try don't win. So I figured, how about, instead of me charging them, which it kills me every time, no matter how much direction I go, I keep my distance and I just keep firing. Man, I'm running to the weapons. Keep them. If you walk too far away, he'll turn around and go back to the circle. But if I keep him at the perfect distance, can't get to me, but he's walking into my firepower, I can take him. And it worked. It worked. It wasn't an easy takedown. He kept hitting me. Every time he hit me, my bar dropped. But it worked. I got him to drop. And I went over, of course, to pick the weapon up. It's your size now. Man, that thing took out everything. Everything. And the ammo was same ammo used for rocket launchers. That thing took out everything. You could switch the rockets hitting something and freezing it, and then hitting something and exploding. It was freaking amazing. Freaking amazing. Little Easter egg I found. And then the gun. Did you know how to utilize the gun? A lot of people know how to utilize that thing. You can make money off the gun. It was a perfect weapon. Of course, you know, the gun itself didn't do anything but shoot other guns. But you can make money off the gun. See, the weapon took a certain kind of ammo. It took these like purple gems that's used for currency. Now they patched it already, but in the game there was a section that you can go all out in the middle of where you fight that giant boss, that giant circus, you know what I mean, that giant, when it rides around, you got to take that out first. That's where it's at. That's where the glitch is at. And over there it's like 3 small garages, and in those garages they had these gems on the ground that you can harvest. Well, the thing about it is, once you take out the giant circus, you go in, start the game with the little minions in there trying to kill you, but you come back out the same way you came in, and it resets the board. When it resets the boards, the gems are there. As long as you bounce in and out of that portal, them gems keep coming back, and you get endless gems. I don't know if they patched it or not. So this is what I would do. I would use that. You need those gems to load up the gun. I would fire the gun off. I would take the most expensive weapons, and I would go over to the vending machine and I would sell them. That's how I ended up with all this money. I used the gun to make money. But you remember, you had to keep those special gems. Those special gems you had to search for. But if you figured out how to do that circus glitch, the circus boss glitch, and you go in, when you first come in, you see 2 vending machines in there. Go through the portal, go right back in, it resets the game. Take the bike, drive out there. You're going to see 2 garages out there. One's going to have a couple of chests in it, the one's going to have the gems. Harvest the gems. You keep doing that, you'll stack up to like 200, 300, 400 gems in your account. And then go back in. They got the to sell your weapons. Go to the merchant. Fire off the gun. Take only the most expensive guns only and sell them back to him. And that's how you stack your money. That's what I was doing. Making money off the gun. I think I have a video. Tutorial. I think I have a tutorial video showing how to do it. But they patched it already. They got rid of it. I want to see if I can find the tutorial. How to do it. How to make money off the gun. It's interesting because you don't get gold all the time. You don't gold weapons all the time. Now, if you do the arenas, they drop gold in there. They definitely drop gold in the arenas. When you're going to do those battle arenas, they drop them in from time to time. And special gold weapons. And then there's that one where you go down the subway, and the guy's got some kind of like weird puzzle where you have to switch things on and off. You gotta get all the TVs to come on at the same time, and this thing comes flying out of the room. Kill him, you give him the special weapons. Yep. One of the things about Borderlands, Bioshock, all them games, I'm a, what do you call them? People like to grind in games, that's what I do. Search everything in the game. Everything. Yep. All right, people, we got one more pass. We're done. We're done. Pretty much it. A nice walk in. Guess what we're having for dinner tonight, people? Lemon. Yep. Oh, you're back. Lost you there for a minute. Yeah. So, as I said before, usually when you come off one of these things, yeah, you're weak, you're tired, but, you want to put something back into your system. But you don't want to start off by eating something heavy, which you shouldn't do. So I have some watermelon, which I like to eat. The watermelon. I remember one time that I was downtown and I learned you gotta stop letting other people, whatever other people think. Let them be ignorant. But there's a truck out there. They made this great ice cold watermelon. So I had got them from skating with my friends. So I was gonna pick some up. I usually wait till there's nobody out there, so nobody can't see me buy it. And that day, there were two Caucasians on the back of me, snickering and laughing. It was right there, snickering and laughing about me being black eating watermelon. Sometimes you try to be patient with people you really do. Sitting there with a aluminum hockey stick in my hand. You really want to make that gesture. You make it. You hear a little laugh in the background. I was making bets what I was going to order. That's what it was. But it's funny how life has an interesting way of making things full circle. No matter how much time's passed, it always makes it full circle. So, I didn't get the watermelon. I got the cantaloupe, which I hate. Sorry, phone did that. I got the cantaloupe, which I hated. Full circle. So, there I'm at the top of the art museum months later. Got my hockey crew up there. We're all ready to do the cityscape. And who would I happen to see in the cityscape? Yep. They were in the cityscape. Now, I could have come over and I could have beat the snot out of them. I got 16 people with me. We could have beat the snot out of them. Is that necessary? Not really. One of them had a conversation with a man-to-man. So, he thought that was funny to have a little conversation, about me being black and having watermelon. And yeah, embarrassed around his other friends that didn't find it funny. And he apologized about the whole thing. And I said, okay, that's the end of it. That's it. But my other friends, a little bit more rowdier, like, we should have jacked him up. And stand people like that. So now it's what, for us to get arrested, get an assault charge on us? And I just talked to him man to man. He got enough problems already. His friends are the way they were looking at him. I seen the way his girl let go of his hand. People don't want to be associated with that kind of stuff. They don't. They don't. He got a lot of explaining to do. He in more trouble right now than we could put him in right now. Yep. Because, you know, other people got black friends too. And they take that offensively. I've seen my white friends get more upset than me. I'm like, it's not really that big a deal. Like, you know, they're ignorant. Just got to look at it that way. And they don't do it because of white guilt. They don't do it because of that. They do it because they don't like it, period. Yep. Right, calm them down. It's almost like what Cat Williams said. Yeah. You get locked up and they be there madder than you. What the freak did he do? Murder. I have friends like that. They'll fight you. Like, if I have a discussion, somebody calls me that word, like, you know what I mean? I have the potential skill level to mess you up and put you in the hospital. But you're just ignorant. That's it. And me attacking you makes me even more ignorant. So, but they be upset. They be ready to rumble. I gotta hold them down like, yo, we good? You okay? Like, no, we ain't gonna have that. Not out here. We ain't gonna have that. The reason why some people on my channel don't like me having that conversation because they racist. And they support that nonsense. You know who you are. But don't worry. Life got a way of going full circle. Because one day you're going to say it. Because you're used to saying it. You're used to saying that word. And you're going to say it and somebody's going to mess you up. That's what's going to happen. Don't wonder why you over there and somebody's over top of you. It could be your own member. Your own race could be kicking the crap out of you. No one likes that word. Nobody. You'd be surprised. It'll be your own that'll beat the snot out of you. Nobody like that. They could have somebody in the family they marry or whatever, or grandkids or anything. You say something like that, it'll beat the daylights out of you. Like the woman who was sitting in the lobby with her son. Her husband is black, and the kid's black. She's white. Her husband's black, and the kid is in the lobby. He ain't mixed. You can tell it was hers by marriage. So he's in the lobby at the vending machine, and this woman came out, called him nigger and all kinds of bad names, and so it was awful, right? And that woman came out of the corner and said, "Excuse me?" And yeah, she basically beat the crap out of that woman. That little white woman beat up another white woman. They don't like that word. They don't. So one day you're going to get real comfortable with it, because that's what they do. You're going to say something, you're going to be surprised. You're going to see your own race on top of you beating the snot out of you. And they're the ones going to beat you the worst. They're the ones who are going to put the whipping on you the worst. Yep. They get more ticked off than we do. I got to calm them down at the end of the day. I'm like, man, I appreciate it. I know you family from day one. You got to calm down. You know, they get real wild when you say that word. Can't sit down. My adrenaline's up. Lady can't sit down. I usually sit down. It's not because the heat and adrenaline's up. Gotta burn that off. Gotta freaking get adrenaline rush. I haven't eaten the last couple of days. We've got this freaking liquid diet. Jeez. What the freak am I like when I have sugar in my system and I'm basically eating that? Yeah, but I used to do that when I used to constantly drink soda all the time, down tons of chips, freaking cakes, cookies, all this stuff, and my stomach just felt like somebody just poured dish detergent. That's what it felt like. A lot of fried foods and stuff like that. I could feel all that toxic just boiling in my stomach. And it really felt like I had dish detergent. I felt sick. And then this guy was talking about, I was taking Tums and all this stuff, and it wasn't doing any good. It was just sitting around in my kidneys. And the guy was talking about, you might want to try, as I was coming out of the hospital, he said, you're not going to overhear what you were saying. You might want to try grapes. Grapes is fantastic for detoxing the system. Always bump into cool people like that. Always. And I'm like, really? He said, yeah, just grapes, just grapes. Get on a fast diet, start off a day, then build it up like 2 days and stuff. That's what you do. He said, trust me, it'll work. Went online and looked it up. He was darn right about it. Went out and got myself at the supermarket, bought a whole bunch of grapes, and and that's all I ate. It was hard because I'm used to having snacks and stuff. But yeah, my system felt so much better. So much better. So much better. I'm going to do a screen for this place over here. Put in the screen for the people. I'll do a free donation for one. So, that's it, people. We got the walk done today. We didn't do much on the first one because the first one I was just basically just expressing stuff. I swear, every time a leaf hits my side, I got a feeling I got a huge beetle because that literally happened one time. Like something hit my side, and I'm thinking it's a leaf. Well, it's a huge, massive beetle on the side of my ribs. But anyway, yeah, this is a fantastic day for a walk. Nice and breezy. Nice. We're still going to do that night walk. We're definitely going to do the night walk. Definitely do that. Not the weather to be sitting up under a tree, though. Ooh, see that breeze? Man. Can you imagine? Last couple of days was cooking out here. There was somebody talking about how they took sheet cookies on a cookie sheet, and put them in the window and parked their car in the sun. It's like, by the time I get off work, I got cookies. They ain't lying. And people cook stuff in their windshield all the time. I'm still trying to figure out how people cook stuff in the car where they drive it. There are people who do that. They actually cook food, but I'd be kind of afraid to eat that. I mean, I gotta look that up now. That is in my head. Two things I gotta look up that I got stuck in my head. A giant fire pole. Right? Has anyone ever made a giant fire pole? The world's Guinness record for the longest fire pole. Gotta see that one. And cooking on the car. I know people do it. Ain't you afraid of like the motor oil and all that stuff? I guess if you wrap it up real good, and cars do get hot, you can cook stuff in there. And people do bake while they drive. Yeah, I got something for you. We're not Tesla. I'm not a big fan of Tesla. I got an idea for people to make cars at the end of the day. How about you put a section in there that allows people to put food in there and they can cook while they drive? There's $1 million idea right there. Somebody take a run with that so I can have it. Make a compartment that you can put in the car so you can cook. It's safe for the car. It's safe. The food is safe, and you can cook. There's $1 million idea right there. Somebody run with it. Get it on Shark Tank, whatever, so I can have one. I come up with crazy ideas like that all the time that can make you a ton of money. And you don't run with it. You want to have money at the end of the day, you got to go do it. Go run with it. That's a fantastic idea. Tell me it's not. You can drive and cook your food, but see, usually I got to lay your food on top of the car engine. I don't trust that. If you make a compartment that fits on there nicely and fits nicely under the hood, man, that's $1 million idea right there. People would buy that. That's an invention like the freaking Pet Rock, which I still can't believe that guy made that much money off the Pet Rock. How in the world did he do this? Go in the back and go, I'm going to take that rock, put some googly eyes on it, put it inside of a Happy Meal that looks like a cage, a Happy Meal box like a cage, and I'm going to sell it. And people bought them. They bought them like crazy. The guy became a multi-million-dollar off a rock. So that tells you right there that, yeah, you can do it yourself. A rock. A rock, literally. Yeah, make a compartment so you can put food in, because, man, that's a hot idea right there. And literally, I mean, that's a hot idea. Now, there's another slogan for you. Yes, so-and-so and so is it's a hot idea. Or something hot, something involved with hot with it, but you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, that'll be hot. I mean, everybody will buy that. Truckers will buy that. RVs, everybody will buy it. Who wouldn't? Now watch, somebody's writing down everything I just said and said, I'm going to make that into an idea for somebody else where the race is on, because I'm not doing that. I got too much stuff on my plate to be bothered with that. And I got too much stuff on my plate. I don't mind giving people something that they can go run with it. That's a good idea. You seen Kramer, where Kramer was putting stuff on Jerry's car. He was making food on his car, so it's making a contraption that fits in there, that's all. Okay, if you don't, some car maker's going to come up with it. You're like, dagnabbit, didn't that guy just say that on the freaking stream about freaking cooking food in a car? And people are going to sit there and say, well, no one's going to do that. People do it. People do it. I'm not saying everybody does it, but people do it. It's interesting. I never thought about it. I heard somebody else doing it, cooking food in their car. Unless you're going to do like Homer Simpson and put the Easy Bake Oven in, because that was hilarious. And I actually seen someone do that. Put an Easy Bake Oven in their car. Because Homer did it. Because technically you're really cooking with a light bulb. You are. Cooking with a 100-watt light bulb. That's interesting. Cooking with a 100-watt light bulb. Our flood's a little higher than that. So it's like 1,000 watts. That's what mine are. Mine heat up everything that sits next to it. Oh my goodness. I got the idea to design an off-the-grid oven. It ain't that hard to do either. Really, actually, technically isn't that hard to do. It's not. And you can literally do it on a Jackery system. No fire. You can use a Jackery system. That's all you need to power it. Oh my goodness. Because you got to think about it. An Easy Bake Oven can cook a cake at a 100-watt light bulb. And the lights I got in there are 1,000 watts. And them suckers got a heat sink on the back of them. They generate heat. I wonder if that's possible. I gotta find out. Now the thing about it is, you have to be to keep the heat trapped, so it doesn't go anywhere. So that you would build yourself a. We don't want to do it with wood, because the wood could catch on fire and that could be a problem. It would have to be a metal structure, but the metal structure, put a box in there, and you can line it with that that foil that I have in an insulation, because it traps heat. That's what it does. It's designed to trap heat, and you could literally cook something in that thing. Research time. Yes, I've got ideas. I know for some people saying, "Why don't you go buy?" No, I'm going off the grid. That's what I want to do. I want to go off the grid. I'm tired of all of this. I want something different. You have to understand the whole concept of people like who want to live off the grid. I don't want the comforts of the everyday life. I don't want it. I don't want it at all, period. I want to be able to survive on my own terms. That's what I want. Oh, that's a beautiful car. That's the craving I got. My friend lives off the grid. 18 acres. That's his land. You know, he has a toilet out there in the middle of nowhere, just like that. He walks up there and he takes a crap on his toilet. It's got a nice little pebble pathway. And he's got this piece of wooden stick that comes out, puts his toilet paper roll on, and he just goes up there and poops in front of nature. Freedom. Some people just don't want to be tied down to all this. They don't want the plumbing. They don't want the electricity. They don't want none of it. Some people really live off the grid. But some people just don't want it. I think it makes you weak. That's what I feel at the end of the day. I want to build my own place with my own hands. You know what happens if you can build a place with your own hands? You're not subjected to this world anymore. You got true freedom. That is true freedom. No mortgage. No freaking getting approvals from the bank. Who the freak need that thing? You build your own spot. And with the technology we have today, it's so easy to do. Oh, that's pretty cool. See how fast that thing was moving? But anyway, that's why people live off the grid have true freedom. You ain't got no electric bills, no gas bills, none of that all whatsoever. I have my little tiny home front running off an ecosystem. It's not even connected anymore. I have the panels out my back where I have them sitting at, and I got a Delta 1300 sitting in the basement, hooked up to the main box, and it's been disconnected for about 5 months. I don't use power anymore. That's freedom at the end of the day for me. Pay what bill to the electric company? Give who what to electric bill? I get to give them jack at the end of the day, nothing. All my stuff is free. It comes from the sky. I'm good. Pretty soon, I'm going to be on that little piece of land. I'm going to build my own structure, put it together the way I want to. No zoning policies, no headache, nobody telling me what and what I can't do at the end of the day. Put my nice little pool out there if I want. Put anything I want out there. They can't tell me what to do. I like that. One thing I hated when I had those houses, I hated the bills. I hated them so much. I could pay the bills no problem, but the fact that I had to pay off for something that I could get for free, that's what ticked me off. You don't got to pay for all that stuff to begin with. Get it all for free. Of course, you got to pay for it to get it for free, but you know what I mean? Once you pay for it, it's yours. You know? It's going to rain tonight. Do a little test next time it rains. Take a 5-gallon bucket, stick it outside, and see how fast it fills up. That water in that bucket is yours. It's free. And meanwhile, you'll pay for it. You'll pay for it. And you can't drink it. Some of y'all can barely wash in it because the minerals in it are harmful to your body, so you can't do that. You gotta get water softeners and stuff, and water to clean the water and all that stuff. What's the point? You know what I mean? You gotta pay for all that. So, for me at the end of the day, yeah, I'm getting off the grid, people. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of all of it. I'm still gonna do my company and all. I'm just gonna be off the grid. That's it. Yep. So it's gonna be raining pretty soon. Look, you see right here. The rain is right gonna come in pretty soon. And yeah, I'm tired yet. Still got to go back in. Got to finish the rest of the training, and then I'm finished for the rest of the day. And I got to start training for tomorrow. My phone down. Way too young. Really. My kid came out of the house like that, I would strangle her. I mean, literally strangle her. My kid or girl came out of the house like that. But all the kids are wearing it. So send you to boarding school. You go to military school. Yeah, you can sign yourself out when you turn 18. Oh, heck no. I'd be scared to death to have girls. I really would be. I'd be scared to death. But still, I have them off the grid. They learn how to hunt, fish, all that stuff. The whole 9 yards. Yep. They get their own YouTube channel. And they can show people how to do it, how to live off the grid. Yeah, there you go. That's what I'm talking about. Ah, get away from me. Bees. Ah, man, this feels fantastic, man. That's the thing about it. People think that you got to have big houses and cars and all that stuff to feel established. You're trapped. You're trapped. They're not happy. They're not happy. I know people that are rich. People got tons of money. When everybody goes away and they're by themselves, they're not happy. They just seem happy, but they're not happy. A lot of these people who made it in the fame don't want it anymore. They'd rather never be noticed. What it would be like to just sit on the corner and just have a hot dog without having 20 cameras flashing in your face all the time. For us, we get upset with somebody, we yell and scream at them. That's the end of it. They do it. They're having a nervous breakdown. They're losing their mind. They're this, that, and the other. Da, 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 da. I couldn't imagine it. I really couldn't. That's why a lot of them disappear, go off the grid, get out of acting. They don't want it. Zero responsibilities. That's what off the grid is, pretty much. So you don't have to worry about I mean, I paid my electric bills, most they were when I was in those houses, I paid about maybe some $800-900. Good, maybe about $1,000 in heat. Just got a lot of money living in these big houses and stuff, and I wasn't happy at all, period. I felt trapped. That's how I felt. Trapped. There are some days I just want to sell all my stuff, get rid of it, get me and Taco, get a van, and go live that van life. That's what I want. Honestly, truthfully, that's what I want. Not the small van. I mean, I want a good size van. But I want something where I can just open up my door and I can just see all these beautiful mountains and trees. I know there's going to be bad times. It's going to be bad. I know that. But at least I'm free. I'm doing it. I don't want to be attached to anything. I just want to be free. That's what I want. To just be in a van and just travel where I want to go. That's it. You know, I still can make money off my company too on top of that. I got portable screens that are designed for that. I can literally advertise and contract with a company for that if I wanted to. And I'm thinking about it. I'm literally thinking about it. A buddy of mine who actually, one of my work neighbors, gets these trucks. And they're big too, these big, like these, they're Mercedes, these trucks you use for basically for hospital equipment. And I was asking him about it, and he's saying, yeah, you know, looking at the inside, I said, wow, it's not a room in here, it's nice. He said, yeah, you convert this thing into a living quarter. I said, you know, I'm thinking about that right now. He said, well, if you ever need one, you know, we got him at the shop, you know what I mean? He's a mechanic. He said, yeah, I'll take care, I'll hook you up, let me know when you're ready. And, you know, I'm thinking about it now. Which for me is that I'm tired of looking at the same scenery every day. It just feels like the scenery is the same thing. It's like I feel like I'm walking around in a circle. That's how it feels for me. I need change. That's what I need. I have no kids, not married, and I have a cat. Perfect candidate for it. Yeah. I'm going to do it before I turn 60, I'll tell you that much. And since my health is good, yeah. My biggest concern was having maybe some kind of like breathing issue and no one's around and I die, but I'm good, 100%. I'm going to get my freedom. Maybe that 20 acres is not going to be enough. Maybe that 10 acres is not going to be enough, because you know, at the end of the day, I'm still going to be in one spot. I want to see something different. That's what I want. I envy that guy so much that I was out there and he had his dog and he's making the hot cocoa and they were just sitting out there living life. It's like living the pioneer life. Like man was meant to live that way. Fish, hunt, build, all that. I don't want the luxuries of life. I don't want it. I want the luxuries of running water and all that stuff, electricity. I want to be able to harvest it myself. That's what I want. I'm going to look into it. I'm going to start looking into, talk to him about getting myself a vehicle. And just go. Now, could I still process my company? Oh yeah, heck yeah, I can. But except for the scenery changes, that's the best thing about it is I can go anywhere I want and the scenery changes. And on top of that, I'm a tech junkie, so satellite uplink. My company pays for all that technology anyway, so I don't have to pay for it. It comes out of my company accounts. Satellite uplink, which means I can link up anywhere I want. But yeah, same thing what they're doing. That means I have no rent, I have no electric, and none I have to pay for, no bills, none of that. I can change my scenery, my neighborhood, anything at will. Now, if I'm designing my truck, I want something beast, because I know myself at the end of the day. Which means I got a niece in the military. And basically, well, she's out of the military now. She does modification, weapons, trucks, all that stuff. I'll just leave it down with her in Texas. She'll hook it up for me. Because if I'm making a vehicle at the end of the day, it's like I'm an everyday truck. It's definitely going to be plated. I know that for a fact. It's going to have an amazing suspension system, honeycomb tire system. Oh yeah, I know how to hook them up. And I want a scout, which means I want a drone. I want something that can leave my truck, scout an area, and come back with a docking station, uploads all information, and self-charging unit. Also too, I can arm that the drones can be armed. Look, at the end of the day, the world is still dangerous. It's beautiful, but it's still dangerous. So, yeah. So, I will be taking my cases, anything else I need, like 50 cal auto turrets. I got toys, trust me. I got toys. So, yeah. And I'm all licensed to have them all of them. So, yeah, if I'm going out there, it'd be nice to do that. But you know, you got weirdos in the world, you do. But I heard the horror stories of people who have done that. But if you train in hand-to-hand combat, just about everything else I can't tell you about, yeah, you're good. Go out there and have some fun, see the world for a little bit, spend a couple of years out there. But I'm not going to go out there without having some kind of weaponry with me. No. Yeah, I'm going to tell her about the drone system. It's like, what? Oh, heck yeah, she does all that stuff. Modification. Can modify anything you can possibly think of. She's an ops. She is an ops. That's what she is. So, I want a drone docking system, 3 drones, and I want them to have the ability to be the scout, and basically to be able to be armed. And I'm not talking about killing anybody, no. More likely, well, you got to be careful with tranquilizers, because, you know, you got to be careful. You hit somebody in the woods and they pass out, something come along and eat them, you're responsible for that crap. So, yeah, you got to be careful about that. But yeah, I definitely want my drones, basically, I want them armed. So, unarmed, armed, whatever. You know, it's a good idea because, think about it. When you're sleeping, your drones can patrol an area. When you need charge, you have 4 drones. That means that every time a drone is about to need a charge, it can drop to the docking station while the other 3 basically patrol. So they constantly keep charging and keep patrolling at the same time. And of course, yeah, people use the EMP and take it out. Pretty much. I like the ones that my buddy had. My buddy had them where he built them. And he had them where these things didn't have any light indicators on them, quiet rotors. They didn't make any noise. You couldn't see them. They were sitting right up there and you couldn't see them. They're jet black. But you gotta have some kind of protection, you know what I mean? Besides, Taco needs a friend anyway, so I'm gonna get myself probably a puppy bully son. That's a good pit bull too. That Taco can have a little buddy friend with him. Dogs are excellent to have, and I'll tell you why, because they can sense things that you can't see. Animals can. Your animal gets up, stands up, somebody's on your property, or somebody's near your property, because they can sense it. People hear a dog barking, they tell it to shut up. Too late now. Yeah, and a dog starts barking, even when they stand up, they bring their ears up, you watch them. How you doing? I always watch them. I always watch them. Anytime I have animals on me and I see the way they move, I always watch them. They can see things I can't see. All right, people. I hope you enjoyed this walk we had, right? I got to go. Thank you for your time, and God bless.